So before we continue, I want to let you know those videos we made them just to share with you the knowledge or what we learned from installing and removing parts. So I want you to subscribe to the channel right now. Click on the bell notification to get all the videos on time and leave your question. We're gonna respond to them just after this video. So what are we gonna work on?
We got this 2012 Honda Civic that came here. The horn is not working, and the customer said sometimes when you turn the wheel, the horn stay on. So we're gonna go to the process of diagnosis. The first thing that we're gonna do is connect the negative battery terminal and let it sit for like 5 minutes. Let's go. All right, so we let it sit down for like a couple minutes. We're gonna use a T30 to take the two screws that are bolting the airbag. So to the steering, you got one on this side right here, and then one on the other side. You got two. We're gonna take them off. All right, so we take it off, and then now we're just gonna lift that up. So we move the two bolts. So, and here this one have a little cover on the bottom right here. So you have to take it off, and then you're gonna press and pull this connector from this one. So once you take that off, you're gonna be free to move this around. So this, instead of like touching this right here where this wire is at on the bottom right here, you can just pull it. If you pull it, and then you can just pull this black tab that you see on the connector. You just push it back, and then it's gonna disconnect this. You can take this out of your way. So after that, this is the 14 millimeter bolt. So we're gonna take it off. All right, so usually what I like to do, it's mark it before I even take it out. So with a marker, then to make sure that we got it on the right place when we put it back. All right, so as you can see, we give it a little mark. So now the next step, to take this out, it's really hard. Before you pull it out, you have to disconnect this wire like I just did. You just push this little tab down, and you pull it. So if you have a tools, there was a tools that you have to bolt in here, and then you leave the bolt on the center bolt that's gonna pull it out. But the second thing that I like to do is just push it with my knees and pull the top, and then after that you get it out easily. So we're gonna take this wire out. Well, we got one on the bottom, 2 Phillips. We got one on the bottom and 2 on the top. So you have to take the top part off. Alright, so now we're gonna take the second part out. This one is the same like the airbag one. All you gotta do is just push this back, and you put it. That's it. And we're gonna disconnect this one. You just push this little tab, and you get it disconnected. All right, so disconnect this, those two plugs. All you gotta do is got 3 clips, one on the top and then one on each side. All you gotta do is just pull them up, and then you get this out. So now we're gonna install the new one. So this one we get it from AutoZone. Is the part number that we get, CSP 300. So we're gonna go with the new one, and then it got a lock in it. So don't remove the lock until like you are finished with the installation process. So when you install it, you got the 2 guide that's gonna guide it on each side of it. You have to get the guide aligned to the hole. When you get them aligned to the hole, both of them, so you're just putting the bottom piece back together. So we're gonna put the 2 screws that's holding it. Okay, So we got another one on the bottom. So now it's time to put the flip it. It's time to put the top part back in. So now it's time for us to install the steering. I'm gonna bust the wire right here. Yeah. So we're gonna have it aligned on the same mark that we took it off. So it's time for us to remove the lock that's holding it down. We have the center plug for the steering. Alright, we plug it back in. So we're gonna put the center. Alright, so we're gonna tighten it down. So now we're gonna pass this wire back down here. Hanging down. Okay. So now it's time for us to put this back in. So we're just gonna make the wire goes down right here. It's time to put the two side bolt back in. The other one back too. Yes, that's that. Once we put the two side bolt back, we're gonna lap automatic capsule. We're gonna put this little cap back in. So we're all set. We're gonna turn the wheel and tighten the other bolts.
Yeah, I feel like it's go here like that. Yeah, I feel like it's
Even trying to go over here. Alright, so now the next step is putting the negative battery terminal back in. So we're gonna tighten it with a 10mm. Abby, can you press the horn? Alright. See you on the next video, guys.